Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? This is Dennis Lindsay from the Nevada Car Coalition with our board of directors and the guest tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Rory to introduce his guest and which at what point he's going to talk about his particular club.
Okay. With us tonight is Wes Francis. Wes and I worked together probably, 20 years ago, Wes?
Yeah,
Um,
pretty close to that.
yeah, it's been a while. Um, Wes has been into motorcycling for quite a while, including Blue Nights, and then he's got a couple of clubs that he rides with and helps out, and he's got his own ride scheduled as well. I'll let him talk about all that. So go ahead, Wes.
Well, thanks for letting me be on here and take up your time. I'll try to keep it short. Spent several years in law enforcement, about 22, not as much as Rory, but in that time, I ended up joining the Blue Knights, and I was the president of the Blue Knights for 14 years. While I was doing all that, we used to go over to Sacramento every year for a big police memorial ride. And I always asked why we didn't do one in Nevada, and everybody just kind of looked at me and shrugged their shoulders. So when I retired in 2013, my wife and I sat down and put together the first ever Nevada law enforcement memorial ride. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And we got a sponsor the last couple of years to help us pay for stuff, which gave us more money to give to the charity, which the last few years has been the James D. Hoff Police Memorial Wall in Reno. They have been ecstatic at the amount of money that we've been bringing in for them and the stuff they've been able to do with that to the wall. So it continues to grow. Short version of what happened with Blue Knights was they were just handling the money for me because we didn't have a nonprofit to take in the donations. And so they were handling the money side of it. And last year they called me and said, we've been handling the money for you for the last 10 years. We want you to turn over full control of the event to us. It's ours. And so it didn't take me long to say, no, it's not yours. You guys have just helped me a little bit every year. And I've made that very clear. And so they basically did me a favor by telling me that they weren't going to support it anymore. And we just, as of the 6th of January, got official notification from the Secretary of State that the Nevada Law Enforcement Memorial Ride is now its own 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm very passionate about it. We've been doing it for a long time for obvious reasons. No too many people on that wall.
Yeah.
It's mostly motorcycles, but we have pretty much since day one, we've always put a little blurb on the bottom of the flyer that, you know, this is a motorcycle ride, but it's open to anybody that wants to participate, and we encourage classic cars to show up. We've had a few over the years. Unfortunately, the first weekend of May, it has a tendency to be crappy weather. One of the guys that's sitting here with me tonight made the ride from Reno to Carson and then from Carson up to Virginia City in his 1970 convertible Corvette with the top down in the rain.
Oh, nice job, buddy.
He said, all you fuckers are out there riding on motorcycles. I didn't have the heart to stop and put my top up. So we've had a few over the years. We got a few classic highway patrol and police cars that come out, and they usually get up in the front and kind of escort us on the ride. And so, you know, especially now that we're going out on our own and being our own nonprofit, we just really, really, really like to see more people get involved. It's always a great time, even when the weather sucks. We have a place that we can move inside if we have to, which we did last year. Live entertainment, food. Everybody that pays to go on the ride gets a T-shirt and a ride pen and lunch, and everything's all included in the price of your registration. So it's a pretty easy process, and it's been really good. And of course the community loves it.
How many riders do you guys get?
Again, weather dependent, because we got some people that look at the weather and say, I ain't going out there in that.
Yeah.
We've had, I think one of the best turnouts we've had was close to 100.
Wow.
And then we've had down around 30 or 40 because, well, there was one year it was actually snowing when we left Reno. and we still rode all the way up to Virginia City in the snow.
Burr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do the same
No,
route every
my
year or
attitude
different
was-
routes?
What's that?
Do you do the same route every year or different routes?
We've changed it a couple of times, but we found one route that kind of works the best overall, as far as getting a sense with traffic control. And then if we don't have traffic control, it's pretty easy for us to maneuver. And that's, we start at the Hoff Memorial in Reno, which is at Idlewild Park. And then we go across Washoe Valley into Carson, and we just do a cruise around the block of the Capitol because there's a police memorial there. So we just kind of do a cruise around the block and then work our way back over to Highway 50 and head east. And then we take the truck route up to Virginia City. So it's a nice, easy stroll up the side of the mountain.
Do you guys
So that's
stop
pretty
in
much what we
Virginia
do.
City or what?
Yeah, when we get to Virginia City, that's where we have barbecue and music. Or last year, there's a Mexican restaurant up there, the Bonanza Cantina. He did all the food for us and opened up his doors to let us all come inside and get out of the weather. And so yeah, it's music, food, everything's all included in what you pay.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Can automobiles participate or no?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've always advertised that classic cars, we'd like to see classic cars out there with us. Like I said, we've had a few over the years. It's just never really gotten that huge. I want to say probably about 8 years ago, maybe, we had done it for a couple of years, and there was a group that at the time they were holding their meetings in Carson City, and it was a car club. I don't even know if it still exists, and I couldn't tell you what the name of it was. But I went to one of their meetings, and we talked to them about it, and a few of their cars showed up, but they never really got that involved in it. We usually have designated parking. There's been a couple of times we actually closed C Street in Virginia City, and so we were able to have our private parking right on C Street. And then if we don't close the street, I get businesses up there like either the Bucket of Blood or the Delta Saloon, both have parking right on C Street. We get them to block off their parking lot, and then we just put all of our vehicles in those.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have a flyer on it at all? Are you going to make a flyer?
I will have a flyer soon. This week I was putting all the finishing touches on getting the registration for the nonprofit, and got a website started. I'm just waiting for a couple more official things to click the launch button on the website, and that'll have all the information on it. And then I'll also be able to finish building the flyer and get that out.
And then Rory, is he part of the coalition?
No, not at this point. That's one of the reasons I contacted Wes was, I don't know, Wes, this is the first year that the Summer Salute, we just took it over as a car coalition, but
Okay.
a couple of us have backgrounds in motorcycles, so we wanted to add motorcycles to this one. And I think I sent you the flyer. We have a couple of motorcycle classes for trophies even, and we started taking registrations. We now have at least one motorcycle enthusiast who's coming along with us, but we wanted to try and get maybe 50 or 100 motorcycles up there and let people see motorcycles, plus all the gearheads. I have bikes and cars, and Tim, one of our other guys, has bikes and cars, so we want to
Right.
get motorcycles more involved with us, and it sounds like you'd like to get classic cars more involved with you. So
Yes, sir.
that's kind of
So
why
are you talking about motorcycles actually joining the coalition or just supporting?
that's the question for Dennis, but we're looking
I
to
have-
expand the coalition, what we
They
do.
can join.
I'll answer that one.
Go ahead.
You already did.
Speak up.
We have one of our guys that did the Veterans Honor Ride every year, started really getting into the motorcycle part of it. And unfortunately, he's got health issues and is unable to continue. So we're going to have to pick up some slack. But we've talked to the Blue Knights a little bit about it, and some of those guys are going to come. We'd love to have, you know, whoever you ride with and whatever you promote come with us as well. We have a designated spot just for motorcycles to park, but it is on the grass at San Rafael Park. So it'll be a great day. We've got a flyover coming.
Nice.
Bomb Betties are going to be there doing a pinup contest. We got some guest speakers coming with, it's all veteran stuff. And I know you're a veteran, so I thought you might like to get involved in this as well.
What is that? Yes. What were the dates on that again?
May 24, it's the Saturday before Memorial Day, which I know is Winnemucca for some of the motorcycle guys, but something local. We'll do a show and shine kind of thing for motorcycles that's been missing from this event over the last 10 years that they've had it.
Right. Yeah, most of us stick around because we do the parade up in Virginia City, and quite a few of us are, you know, we do the historical side of it with the silent riders walking in the parade. So most of us will more than likely be around that weekend. So that I don't think it would be a problem at all. We also have a group that I'm one of the founders of. Apparently, I feel like I don't have enough to do all the time. So
Join the club.
I'm one of the founders of a motorcycle club up in Virginia City called the Virginia City Rumbling Cowboys. And it's all first responders and veterans. We have, about 18 now? We're still pretty small, but we have about 18 full members.
Well,
So I'm sure as long as those people are around town, they'd be happy to come down there.
I'll tell you, Wes, if you can get those guys to join, Rory can, coordinate that, join our Facebook page. We could kick off a motorcycle chapter on this thing with no problem if everybody else in the board agrees, but I think they do.
Okay, that's something we can certainly talk about.
Certainly easy enough to do. I mean, the Facebook, it's easy to register, and Kevin over there lets me in, so.
What's the name on Facebook?
Go ahead, Rory.
It's Nevada Car Coalition. It's a Facebook page. We also, on the bottom of the flyer is our web address.
Okay.
We have a website up and running right now, and that's where registrations are. If somebody wants to register right away. It's through Eventbrite, so you get an immediate response from that.
Right. And just to clarify, when we talk about register, they would have a choice. They could register just to go participate in the event, or you're talking about opening it up to be members of the coalition as well.
Well, we'll have to talk about how we want to do that part. I was talking about events, actually.
Okay. Okay. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So all I'll talk about right now is just the event itself. And then as we move along, if that's something that you guys decide you want to do, then we can get the word out that that's something that people can do as individuals.
Right.
Or
on our website, we also have an events page, so we can put your flyer on that, link it to it, things like that. So.
Hey there.
Yeah, and I'll do the same thing.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but my name is Kevin. I'm part of the board of the Nevada Car Coalition. I'm in charge of the media part of it. As far as your question about being a part, and as far as doing anything, as far as going on to the Facebook page, it just puts you into the position where you could see everything that's going on with the coalition and everything that's going on with the events. So when you go into the coalition page on Facebook, all you're doing is answering a couple of simple questions. You're not obligated to anything once you become a member on there, but you're able to see everything that's going on. And then the Summer Salute page on the website is a separate thing. This is where you go to register, and you get more information, and you could also see anything that's moving forward there. But the Facebook page is just a way for us to communicate with the community, and we do have well over 1,000 members on there. But it's a good insight to see everything that's going on. Yeah, it's really grown over the last couple of years, and like Rory says, we want to get everyone involved in the coalition. If you have anything that's motor driven, then you want to be a part of this, because that's what we promote. We promote the whole community. We promote anything that's motor driven, anything that we can help out in the community that is a car club or any events that are going on. That's what we promote, and that's what we're there for.
Well put, Kevin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a Facebook page that has a wheel and checkered flags on it. Is that the right
Yes.
one?
That's the one.
Okay, we got it.
While he's doing that, Rory, this is for you, buddy. Where is it?
Down a little. All right, love it.
Sorry, guys. It's our time right now.
And Wes, just one more
I know,
thing.
Rich over there, I know he's got a TV watching this thing. I know you are. You keep looking away. You keep looking this way, buddy.
I keep looking at my phone.
Okay, you caught me.
Wes, we're doing a planning meeting for all the events at the Auto Museum on February 23rd. If you want to come and join us, it's free entry, and you can talk about your event and get it on the calendar. We have a big calendar. I don't know if you've seen it, from Al's Rod and Custom. They try to put all the car shows and all the events on that calendar, and you can get on that as well.
Okay.
And Wes, we also have within the coalition that we keep track of all the events that are going on in the areas, and Rich Strout puts that out monthly to give everyone an update to all the events that are going on. Any motor vehicle driven events that are going on, Rich Strout puts out for us.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Rich, to Wes. He can probably, I don't know, he can't see you, but Rich Strout is
Looks like Santa
now,
Claus.
What's that?
It looks like Santa Claus. That's if you want to get a mental image.
What?
Rich, why don't you real quick tell Wes what you do and as a director?
Not much. I just kind of keep track of what's going on and try to publicize that so that everybody gets an update at least once a month of all the events. Because during a year, a lot of people just forget to let us know, or they don't plan it until the last minute. And so that's why it's once a month we do a complete update of the calendar. And
That's great.
it's shared two ways. One, I try to send out an email to all of the club leaders, and then we also post it on the Facebook page, so it's out there for everybody to see.
That sounds great. A lot of the calendars, they go, you got to have it into us by this date or you're not going to be on it.
No, I work all year long to keep that thing up to date.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well, the
So,
one
Rory-
calendar that we're having that meeting about, that one, you have to have all your info by a certain date for them to publish that big calendar. But
Yeah,
Rich
Gotcha.
he does a separate thing monthly.
So is that the one in February?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one in February is to put your info and all your car stuff on the big calendar.
yeah.
Okay. So Rory, if you could put that in an email to me so I have it in front of my face.
I will.
I'll have to get somebody to go to that because it's going to be pretty rough. But my wife and I will be out in the middle of the Caribbean on a cruise at that time.
Well, Wes, you kind of suck there, but
You know, Wes, what's funny that with the Al Opio calendar that to my knowledge, I've never seen a motorcycle event
Nope.
put on that calendar. You could be the first.
Well, I plan on it. That would be great.
Rory, just real quick, Rory, we had a person heading up trying to get motorcycles, involved with our community here. And you said he had a stroke. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, but do we need another leader to try to take that over or not?
It would be helpful. I'm going to call Jeff tomorrow, and or he's going to call me, and we'll discuss what's gone on. I think he has some appointments scheduled, so I'll have more information for the board a little later.
Okay. All right.
Rory, if you would, when you're sending the information, include my email address so that he can send it to me directly and I can get it on the calendar.
Will do.
Okay, yeah, as soon as I get that flyer done up, I'll send it over to you.
Good.
So that's how this works.
Perfect.
Best the board of directors all work for all the community. So like Kevin said it really well. So that's how this works.
Sounds good. That's what we're all about.
Yeah. So do we want to press on? Are we done with Wes? Are you done?
Yeah, unless you guys have any questions.
Yeah, no, we'll just move on with it. You might as well just stay on for a few minutes. I know you had a dinner engagement, but this is not going to take too long. So the Northern Nevada Alliance, which is a group, a car club group, they're going to do, they've got an event coming up. It's called Reno to Los Angeles. It's a donation thing. It's going to happen on January 26th from 12 to 5. Where is that at, Kevin? I can't remember where it's at here.
Legit.
Where the donation drop off is. It's
It's
hard to read.
La Gente Chicano wear
Yes.
marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Prater.
Okay, on Prater. So, all you folks that are listening to this, go to the coalition. There's a flyer on there. Let's get those donations out for LA. They're doing, the Alliance is doing a really good thing. We appreciate them promoting this thing, and let's get some help for LA. And then the next thing, Alan, I'm going to turn it over to you to talk about the next two events that are coming up after the donation.
Okay.
El Presidente #2.
Yeah,
Or that's Dos Presidente.
those.
Yes.
So Summer Salute hasn't been done in a couple of years, and we're picking it back up this year. It was been put on by the Classic Chevy Show or Chevy Club for I don't know how many years. It's been around for a while, and when the lady that was in charge passed away, they kind of lost focus on it and just couldn't rebound from it. They contacted us a year ago now and asked us if we could help get this thing going again. And I said, well, we can talk about it. So we went to a meeting, and they had some internal issues they had to work out. We told them that when they got those worked out, to give us a call and we'll be glad to help them. But well, during that transition, they decided that would it be better for the coalition just to take the whole thing over? And so after a few meetings with the board, we decided that we would do it. So we have picked up that show, which is going to be in May 24th, Memorial Weekend, Saturday. It's going to be a great event. We're hoping to make that the largest single-day car event in the state. And it kicks off with a flyover, and we've got activities, food trucks, vendors all day long, all the way up till we do the trophy at 2:00. So, and like I say, you go on Nevada Car Coalition on our website, you can sign up. We're already over 50 cars already pre-registered.
57.
I'm sorry, 57 already. And we definitely need a lot more cars, but for only being out there for a week or so, that's a pretty good start. You can also flyer, pardon me?
Volunteers?
Yes, we do need volunteers to help with the show. We're asking car clubs to help out. We have a few signed up doing certain things for us, which we appreciate. After the show, any car club that does participate as a volunteer, the coalition is going to make a a monetary donation to that club. So you always, and we know it does cost money to keep a club going. There are expenses and stuff like that, and we're here to help them as well. They'll help us, we'll help them. Most of the money will be going to Honor Flight of Northern Nevada, Veterans Guest House, and Comstock Quilters. Did I cover everything? I think I covered. That's about it.
Yeah, you
And
covered it. Okay.
the reason for can you give the reason for
Oh, Comstock Quilters. What they do, these ladies, they get a name of a veteran, and this is all veterans. Uh, if they enlisted, they qualified. They get their name, and then they sit down and they sew a quilt in their honor. And what they do is they come out to a function. Like in our case, I think we're going to have 3, and they present that quilt to that veteran. You know, not just combat veterans, all veterans. And they're just slowly working their way through the crowd, which I don't think they can ever catch up. You know, especially with all the new veterans coming in year after year. But that's what they do, and it's a beautiful quilt. I've seen 2 of these presentations, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So,
Wow.
and also February 23rd from 1 to 3 at the at the National Car Museum in Reno, we're going to have our calendar meeting. Al's Hot Rod Shop puts out a calendar every year, and I know most of you have seen this calendar with all the functions, car shows, cruise nights, all that stuff, cars and coffees. They print this out in what month do they print that out? March?
I think it's April.
April? Comes out in April. And
Hey, Al, sorry to interrupt, but March 1st is going to be the cutoff.
Oh, March
For-
1st. So they will print it in March. Yeah, okay.
Well,
So
March 1st is the cutoff to get any of those dates in.
Okay, so and like I say, that's why February 23rd is important to be there. If you have a function coming up, a car show, a cruise night, whatever, if it's car related, come to this meeting on February 23rd so we can get you on that calendar. It's 1 to 3. You come in, we'll have a sign up table. If you sign up at our table, tell them you're with the Nevada Car Coalition, you get in the museum for free. Excuse me. You get in the museum for free. You come to the meeting. After the meeting, you don't have to pay. You can go and tour the museum if you like.
Wes, you might want to promote that thing pretty big and try to get some motorcycles over there.
Okay. Yeah. Again, if I can get all the details on it, which you said that's on the website.
Yeah, but I mean, Rory will help you on that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
both our flyers
any
are on
of
the
that-
website.
Make sure I have the details, and then I
And
have-
Wes
after-
is putting it out there for you on the website. It's nevadacarcoalition.com. And then on the
Okay.
Facebook, it's just Nevada Car Coalition on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, we found the Facebook page. We
Hey,
just
Rory?
haven't hit the website. So any of that information that I get after almost 30 years of being involved in motorcycle clubs in this area, I have a lot of contacts. I'd be happy to blast that out to everybody.
That's awesome.
You didn't see that, Rory.
No, he didn't. He wasn't paying attention.
I
24 to
saw it
3.
flash by, but I couldn't read it.
24 to 3.
Perfect. Getting
So-
better all the time.
That's right.
Anyway, that's all I had as far as Summer Salute and the calendar meeting.
Okay. Let me go around the block. Since Alan, you're done, I'm done. Rich, you got anything?
I did send out a new version of the calendar for planning for Summer Salute. So I need to now get specific items like maybe trophies. When are all the trophy information have to be in?
Okay.
And so we need to start getting deadlines for all our plans for for this. So we need to work on that pretty seriously over the next month.
Okay. I'll circulate the calendar tomorrow for sure. I just wasn't able to do it today, so I'll get it going. Rory?
That's about it. Wes, we're doing another show in August you might be interested in. We want to get some motorcycles there at Lampe Park, August 16th. Canines and Classics, that one will be a benefit for the Douglas County Canine Unit, Douglas County Sheriff's Office Canine Unit. So just
Oh, cool.
throwing it out there.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know if you've even seen it in person yet, Rory, but I had my bike custom painted. It's a rolling tribute to fallen Nevada officers.
Oh, no, I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's a subdued American flag with the blue line in it.
Nice.
And then on the front, on the fairing where the stars are painted, I have the names of guys that I worked with, the guys and gals that died in the line of duty while I was working.
Wow. Yeah, we'll have to get together maybe in a week or so and go over some of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Tim, before I move on to you, Vicky, you're kind of on the side there. You have anything?
No.
Let me ask that again. Vicky, you have anything? No? Oh, there you are. Tim, you're up.
I'm going to hit a Battleborn Harley, see what I can get out of them, and let them know, put flyers up and stuff like that. Try and advertise it up there for the motorcycle guys to go to Battleborn Harley.
Okay, good. Good.
And then just a quick note, when I talked about that other flyover thing, I'm going to contact him again and tell him we'll coordinate with him because I think we should do that.
I think we give 3. Yeah.
Yeah. He just sent me a picture of his airplane. Well, one of their airplanes. I'll see if I can get it up there where you guys can see it. There.
Oh yeah, that's a truck. Yeah. That's
Biplane.
That's a trainer.
I flew one of those back in 08, 09, somewhere around there for my
1908?
No, not 1908. Those planes weren't even built then. And let me tell you, that was a cool thing to fly. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Vicky
Kevin,
got me
you're up,
that
bud.
flight for my birthday. So that's it. I'm done.
You're up, Kev.
Hey Wes, I was just gonna say, when you go to the Facebook page and just to do any requests, I am the guy that will approve you. So just make sure that anyone that you have come on there, let me know who they are and who they're representing, along with the simple questions that are on there. And easy peasy, I'll bring you guys in.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that you already got a request from Scott Malin. And he's coming in from both sides basically because he rides with us, plus he has his classic car.
Okay. I will check it
I
out
think
after.
he's already submitted. All right.
Thank you.
You know, guys, I just had a thought here. I don't know. We usually try to have guests on. We don't have guests all the time. But if we start a motorcycle, this is for our board here. If we start a motorcycle chapter of this, should we have them on our Zooms to represent that side of our, coalition?
I think they should.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Okay, Roy, you got to work West a little bit, man.
I got it.
Okay. All right. Well, if anybody has anything else?
Nope.
Okay. What's the next thing we need? We got another coalition meeting in February, and I don't have the date here. I can get it though. Hang on with me a second.
The 10th.
Yeah, February 10th. We'll kind of wrap things up for the planning meeting. So, over at the museum.
Do we need to have another meeting between now and then so that we get all of the dates that we need for when things should be completed for Summer Salute?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think we can
We
get
can
it
make
all
it-
done the 10th.
Vicky's shaking her head yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's look at a date then, guys, so I can get it on.
Let me get my calendar.
Hurry, Al.
We could do like the 27th. Gives us a couple of weeks before the February one.
Yeah, that's good for me.
I'm
That's
good.
good for me.
What day?
27th, Monday the 27th at 6.
January?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
27. Okay. And I don't know if Wes, I don't know, Roy, you have to plan this, but if Wes is going to be part of this, or I don't know what the other gentleman had the stroke, if he's going to be part of it, but they should probably join us to represent
I'll
Summer
be talking to
Salute.
him tomorrow.
Well, they should they should be on to represent the motorcycle part of the Summer Salute.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we'll get that on the
that was
calendar.
a Zoom meeting on January 27th.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
I'll put it on my
I just
calendar.
need to know, I need to know, Rory, from you, who's going to be part of that on the motorcycle side of it.
You got his email address and everything, don't you, Dennis?
Yeah, I got to remember who's going to be there. That's all. Okay. That's good. So I think that's it, guys. I'm going to go down and watch the rest of the game.
It's
Of
happening.
course.
20, what is it? 24-3, buddy.
Yeah,
That is no game.
You don't even,
Yeah.
you think it's baseball.
Well, it is, isn't it? Isn't that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah. It's baseball, all right.
Go Giants.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, good meeting. Wes, thank you so much for being on. I hope this kicks off our motorcycle chapter. God, this is going to be really fun.
Yes, indeed.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good group of people here. It's in our board. I love them to death. So I say it every time, and it's probably old hat, but I'm going to say it till I die.
We love you too, Dennis.
Yeah, buddy.
Right here, buddy. Right here. All right, guys. I'm going to stop recording, and we'll talk to you later.
All
All
right.
right, guys. Take
All right, I'll be
care.
in touch with you later.
Talk too soon, Wes.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Take care, guys.